Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel, and welcome to my second live stream on the channel. To be fair, I know it's quite late. Hi Ella. Ooh. How are you doing? Thank you for joining me. Hi Luca, you okay? Yeah, I'm good. I thought I'd come on, do a live stream, preview the Chelsea Spurs game tomorrow. Huge game. I'm just going to share this to my socials to get a few more people to jump on. Can you guys just let me know you can hear me okay? Please. Hi Nina, do you think playing away from home eases the pressure on the players at this time? Hi Graham. You know, playing away or at home doesn't seem to make much of a difference for us recently, but of course, given, you know, the fact that our home form has just been like bad as a whole, I think playing away from home almost makes it a little bit extra fiery for us. And obviously visiting Spurs is going to be a game of its own, and I think we have some reclaiming to do at that ground because lost there 2-0 last time, and I think it's safe to say we have some redemption to do. Hi Lee. Hi guys. Guys, make sure you smash the likes on your way into this live stream. It helps shares it around. I know it's quite late, but if you guys give this video a thumbs up, I'd be so grateful. Perfect. Thanks, Mum, for watching and confirming you can hear me. I'm good. How's everyone feeling about tomorrow? Big up, Nina. Hi, Niall. Yes, the question. We can hear you. Thank you, Ella. Graham, hi. Hi, everyone. Okay, we got 10 people watching. Hope you're okay. Great stream. I support Man United. Fair play. Thank you for watching. You're very welcome. Going to win the game, I know. Okay, let me know down in the comments. I'm going to see if I can do a poll or something. Let me know if you think Chelsea can win tomorrow. We're going in as the underdogs, guys. I don't like that. Going to win the game, I know. What makes you feel so confident? Smash the like, subscribe, and share it. Yes, thank you. What he said, guys, just thumbs up to this video if you enjoy it. Shares it round, really helps me out. Thank you so much for your support. When will we win a trophy again? Well, that is a great question. When will we win a trophy? To be fair, considering how we've started out in the Carabao Cup and considering a lot of serious opposition has been knocked out, I think we stand an easier or a better chance at least. And I personally would like to see us go full fire for this one. I really want us to win a domestic cup. Yes, we've won the Champions League, and obviously that's the most prestigious trophy you can win, but we haven't won a domestic cup in a hot minute. I want to see us win a final at Wembley. And I know that is a far fetch, but it's doable. Honestly, it's good that it's knockouts as well. And I honestly would just like us to win a final at Wembley. Definitely. Okay, we got some more people joining. Guys, smash up the likes on your way in. Poch needs to get the team right tomorrow. Yeah, absolutely. And you know what, guys? I don't think we should be changing and chopping too much. But equally, let me ask you guys this. Do you think Reece James should start? Because if we're going full strength fired lineup, then Reece James, for me, needs to be in there. I know that he's just come back from injury and we need to ease him in. But for me, Reece should start. We better win. Yeah, I agree with you. Big up, Nina. Hi, Tyrell. Thank you so much for joining. Spurs are confident at the moment. Yeah, obviously they're now, as of yesterday, the only unbeaten team in the league. So they're obviously going to want to capitalise on the fact that, you know, City and Arsenal have been dropping points and they're going to want this one badly. So we need to turn up 100%. Hey, Nina. Charlie sent us lot. Yes, Charlie, I know he should be joining soon. You get to listen to us waffle furthermore. Big up, Mo. Chelsea Till I Die, best Chelsea graphics out there, guys. Check out Mo's graphics on Instagram, Facebook, wherever you guys check out your Chelsea content. Best designs out there. Thank you for joining, Mo. I want the League Cup. Yeah, you're not the only one, mate. Love it. Hi, Nina. Charlie is on his way. Thanks for letting me know, guys. He should be on his way. Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining, guys. Really appreciate it. These clown owners have ruined our club. Wow, it did not take long, did it? It did not take long. Look, I get why you might feel that way, but it is too early to judge the owners, honestly. I get and I respect they've made some terrible decisions on their way in, but equally it's just too early to throw that label out there, mate. You're so enthusiastic. Thank you. I try to be. He's a baller. Is that Reece James you're on about or somebody else? I'd love James to start, but so risky starting him. Spurs will target him hard. Yes, I know, but if anyone knows how to play against Spurs, it honestly is Reece James, and his expertise, his experience, and his passion is just going to be needed more than ever in that game. But I feel you on that. I'm as as skeptical about him as you are because he's just like made out of glass, isn't he? Spurs are my least favourite team of all time. Fair enough. Yeah, you're not the only one with that opinion. Mudryk start game and Raheem start. So Mudryk and Raheem to start. Yeah, do you know what? I always say I don't know how, and I would love for this to be real. How do guys Mudryk, Palmer, Sterling, and Jackson make the same team? They don't, and you have to drop one of them. And obviously, considering Palmer's form, he's for me undroppable. Mudryk, he's been in a great run of form recently. Obviously before his little injury. Oh, Charlie's joined. Hi, Charlie. Welcome to the stream.
Thank you. I've sent a few people over.
I know. I've just had some comments of people saying Charlie's on his way. I was like, thank you.
No, I'm here. I'm here.
Are you ready to continue talking about Chelsea because you haven't done that for the last hour?
Yeah, no, I've got some chat in me. Don't worry.
Cool. You're just in on time. We're talking about if Reece James should start against Spurs tomorrow. What's your thoughts on that?
Yeah, probably. Because obviously, massive game and that you need captain on the pitch. You need players that understand the rivalry on the pitch. He's DNA of the club. He's been here all his life. So if he's fit and he's ready to go, then if we can get obviously got 60 minutes out of him against Blackburn, if we can get 70 or 80 minutes out of him tomorrow, then that gives us a better chance of winning than if we don't use him. So yeah, I think it makes sense too. He's going to want to play. Obviously, all players want to play, but I think we've built him up quite well, and this might be the game to start him in. So yeah, I would start him tomorrow. Yes, of course, Gusto could do a decent job, but I would definitely start him.
Yeah. Do you think Spurs are a better team now without Kane, Nina? Well, do you know what? Who's talking about Kane not being at Tottenham right now? Nobody. So I think that answers it for itself.
I would say that they're better in the sense that everyone steps up now, because before they were just like, I'm not saying they didn't bother, but like before, players could get away with not performing that well because Kane will score, Kane will bail us out. Now it's more of a collective effort now, rather than just relying on Kane. So of course, you can't say that the team's better about Kane, but I actually think it functions better and more players are stepping up and doing their jobs.
Yeah, I agree. Hi, Nina, I subscribe. You deserve 10k. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. That's really, really kind. Well, guys, yeah, smash up the likes, share this video around. Hi, Nina. Oh, that's my best friend. Hi, Pedja. Here come the brown envelope mineral lads. Is that us? Are we the brown envelope mineral lads?
No, I don't know who that is. I don't think it's me. Is it me? Hopefully not me.
Brown envelope minerals, love that. It's the owner's first full season and Poch has only had 10 games. We need to back them all the way. Yeah, fair enough. I'm glad you're feeling a little bit more positive on the ownership. Obviously, Poch has come into a time where all eyes are on him and we do have high expectations for him, but equally it is kind of a balance of finding middle ground between trust him, but also we do want some results, isn't it?
Oh no, absolutely. I think people want results, but then you also have to understand that when you've changed everything in the club from top to bottom in less than 2 years, that unfortunately, whether you like it or not, these things are going to take time. And it doesn't mean you have to accept bad results and you shouldn't call out bad results or call out things that are going wrong as and when. Of course you should, but that's to be a realization that you can't just build a team overnight. Should we have more than 3 wins in our first 10 games? Absolutely, we should. Should we be doing better? Yeah, of course we should be doing better. But it's not it's not as bad as people think it is. Yes, the table doesn't lie, and the points aren't enough. But if you look at, and I know it doesn't really matter because a loss is a loss at the end of the day. But you look at the games that we've lost or the games that we've drawn or whatever, and it is fine margins. If we had someone like an Ivan Toney, someone that is clinical in front of goal and would put the majority of these chances away, then look, I absolutely think we're in the top 6 in the table comfortably.
Yeah.
Because
I agree.
That's the difference right now. We don't have someone that can stick the ball in the back of the net on a consistent basis. So all I mean is we're not a million miles away, but with a lot of people that doesn't really seem to wash. So look, I'm positive about the team, but at the same time, like, we do need to start picking results up because ultimately we're 6 points off the bottom 3. Whatever we're saying, whatever way you want to try and put it, we're 6 points off the bottom 3, and our next 3 games are Spurs, Man City, and Newcastle. So this is kind of a make or break run for us. We either push ourselves up the table, or in theory we could lose the next 3 games, and then you've got a massive problem. So yes, it's about balance and it's about perspective, but it doesn't mean that because we've got so many new players, because it's a bit of a transition season, that we can just write this season off and then say, it doesn't matter if we lose because we're building something. You still need to pick up some results along the way, and you've still got to get those results to give people something to still believe in. It's all very well saying, trust the process and we need to believe in this, but if we're not getting the results, it's quite hard to believe in something if there's no positives. So we need to get the results. It's as simple as that. We have to get the results, but it's not as easy as just going, if we lose tomorrow, sack the manager. Well, one, there's no readily available people.
Yeah.
Secondly, you're just starting again. And third, you just end up like fucking Watford, and you had about 3 or 4 managers every single season, and you just go nowhere.
Yeah, no, I agree. Like, to be fair, people are saying like XG isn't everything, but for us, it actually is a big deal because we genuinely deserve more points because we just haven't been able to capitalize. Period. Hi, Michael. Thank you so much for your really nice comment. I tried to be, and to be fair, following from last season, I feel like I refuse to stoop as low as we did last season regarding my attitude. It's too early, and I refuse to get this negative this early on. Dan says, score prediction. How should Chelsea approach this game? Well, I think it's going to be tough, but like we've just said, we turn up against top 6 teams. They give us an open game. Like, we know for a fact that Tottenham aren't going to sit back and they're not going to have a low block that we are going to struggle to break down. They're going to play open. We know that we can create more with more space surrounding obviously wings and stuff like that. So hopefully, that being said, we get to create, and then it's just going to be about putting it at the back of the net. If we get a goal early, I feel like we control that game. I feel we get more out of it. If we go down 1-0 though, first, I think that puts the perspective of the game a little bit more differently. Like, coming back from 1-0 down is going to be a tough job at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Like, enough said. However confident I feel, if we go 1-0 down, for me, that's going to automatically turn into a more negative game for sure. How different do you think our season would have been if we had signed Maddison and Toney? Well, obviously, Charlie's just answered your Toney question. We might potentially be in the top half of the table for sure.
We'd be top 5. I guarantee we'd be top 5 if we had him.
Yeah, man in the middle. And obviously for Maddison, we were quite close to signing Maddison, weren't we? But who was it? Was it Poch that didn't want Maddison?
No, I don't think we're that close, really. But I mean, ultimately, you've ended up with, yes, Maddison's great, and I think he's a fantastic footballer, and he's a joy to watch. But like, we've got could we have? Of course, you could have Nkunku and Maddison in the same squad, sure. But I suppose you probably only go with one of those, and then you go the more rotational choice. So yeah, obviously, if Nkunku had been fit and firing from the start of the season, perhaps people wouldn't be saying that as much. But obviously, when he's not available, then people tend to say, "Oh, we should have gone for Maddison."
Yeah, no, it's true. We do perform better against top 6 teams, though. True. I'm confident of a win tomorrow. It's 3-point lane for us. Yeah, well, last time it wasn't 3-point lane for us, so we really need to get back in those books.
It was bad. It was a bad stadium to be in last season when we lost. Yeah, it was shit.
Look at all those trophies. Yeah, look at all those trophies. Best team in London, exactly. So just, guys, I've put this here as a reminder to let you know that we are still running London, okay? Besides whatever is happening, whatever happens tomorrow, Yeah, can Tottenham say they've got all these trophies? No. We will succeed under Poch and the Americans. It's too early. It was hard at the very beginning, but we are starting to cook. Trust the process, patience, and respect. Yeah, Andreas, you basically just summarized exactly our thoughts. And I know that Charlie and I are among those fans that will back Poch, the ownership. We did last season, so I don't see why we won't this season. There seems to be two different sets of Chelsea fans at the moment. It's a shame we are not as one at the minute. Yeah, do you know what, Charlie? We actually are really divided in our fan base at the minute, aren't we? Like, you've got the side of Chelsea fans that are like, yeah, like, don't be that reactionary. We lose, like, that losing streak we went on was just, unacceptable. We dropped points, and then Pochettino's not the man, and then it gets pointed at the ownership, and it's just a spiral. And then you've got the other sort of fans that are just like, no, Poch out, owners out. Where do we go from here?
Well, I just think there's realistic fans and then just idiots, basically. I think it's no, it's true.
No offense, guys, if anyone in the comments.
No, it's true though, because like if you actually really think about it, like if anyone in the chat thinks that sacking a manager is the right answer, please tell me what you think that's going to do. People people think that sacking a manager equates to like a boost and instant results. It doesn't.
It does nothing.
You're just starting the same thing again. Yeah, you might get a boost for a couple of games, but then you're just back exactly where you were. Look, I'm all for calling things out and criticizing things, absolutely, but like you have to look at the bigger picture. I'm sure if we were to lose tomorrow, there'd be a lot of people saying, "Oh, it's got to go," this and that. But ultimately, like, it doesn't change anything. It doesn't change anything.
No, it doesn't.
Changing the amount. It's not like this team's ready to win and he's not getting the most out of it. I don't think there's much more to get out of this team at this point in time. In terms of like, are we drastically underperforming relative to what we thought we would be? Probably not. Yeah, did I expect more than 3 wins in the first 10? Yes, but in terms of the performance level, have we played worse than I thought we'd play in those games? No. I think a lot of those games have pretty much gone as we would have expected them to. The games we've lost at home are carbon copies of games that we've lost over the last 3 or 4 years at home. And then the other ones we've lost, we've either fallen apart like we did at West Ham. And a lot of points we've dropped are individual mistakes as well. So like we're not as far away as people think we are. I know at the moment it looks like we're a long way off because we are in terms of where the table is, but like in terms of getting ourselves back up to sort of those Champions League spaces, we're not that far away from things clicking. But it's all very well saying we need a striker, absolutely, but we've got to find a way of making this work between now and January because we can't do anything.
Yeah, we've got no choice. We have to.
We have to make it work. I always think like you either support the team or you don't. Like it's fine to have your preferences and whatnot, but it's easy to support when you're doing well. But the time you really need support is when things aren't going well. I know it's hard when you're sitting in the ground or whatever you're watching at home and things aren't going well. It's quite hard to get behind it, but that's when the support's the most important. That's why I think we struggled so much at home because the support's crap. It is. Apart from the big games,
especially at Stamford Bridge.
Yeah, it's crap.
Like me and you go to Stamford Bridge every week. You have to admit it gets quieter every single time, and it's shocking. And I know that obviously you can't blame the fans last season. That's different. Like we're going to scrap last season, but this season, we're trying to get back behind these boys. We're trying to back them. We're trying to push them. We're trying to make things better. Nothing good comes out of booing these players after a bad game. Like I will never back that ever. But it's just like, when you even Pochettino called us out for it, didn't he? And I think he has a right to, get behind them and don't boo Jackson. I know Jackson has been underperforming. Obviously, someone here has just said drop Nicholas Jackson, play Cole Palmer up top, but nothing good comes from that. You should do that.
We should do that, yeah.
So he can play as a 10, he can play as a winger, he can play as a striker. Yeah, Jesus, he can do it all then.
No, but we should. Cole Palmer should play as the false 9. Tomorrow.
Yeah, false 9. Yeah.
I don't mean in general, but specifically for this game, like he needs to play there.
No, yeah, I agree with you. Hi, Nina. Nice to hear you. Hi, Devon. Support out of Jamaica. Hello to Jamaica. Well, I'm glad you're feeling positive as well. Do you think Petrovic should be given a chance? Yeah. I mean, I thought he should have started against Blackburn. I think that was a missed opportunity. But
not tomorrow.
No. I'm talking about he should have started against
Oh yeah,
Blackburn.
yeah, yeah.
No, obviously not tomorrow. That's why he didn't start, because obviously Sanchez is starting tomorrow and he wants to, continue his momentum not break it down. But
Yeah.
I think we'll probably save him until next year when we start our FA Cup run, and we might see him then. Maybe he's not ready. Who knows? Obviously, Poch
He's
knows
24
better
though, and
than we do.
he's been like a first team keeper. I know it's MLS, but
Yeah, but he's not played in the Premier League. That's different.
yeah, no, it's definitely different. Yeah.
Right. Sod the XG. How about AG? Actual goals. Yeah, fair enough. I mean, we're after those. It seems that we at least have a plan. Yeah, obviously. And I think the fact that Pochettino, I hope this is my thinking, the fact that he is returning to, Spurs, and he's coming up against the manager that Spurs would argue is doing bits and more bits than he was for them at the minute. Yes, it's only been a small amount of games into the season, but Tottenham are unbeaten. They're top of the league right now. They're in great form. They're scoring goals, keeping clean sheets. So I hope that kind of almost adds to his game and causes that extra little bit of passion there to prove himself. Hopefully, he was over 25, so we didn't. Is that Petrovic you're talking about, Mo? Nkunku is better than Maddison. Yeah, I back that. No, but the thing is we can't say. Maddison has been in the Premier League for how long?
Depends in the. Let's wait and see what Nkunku does when he comes.
Yeah, I say that as well. Like Maddison, obviously, because we've seen him in the Prem. You can't say that
He's
now.
One of my favourite players. He is. I love him. I think he's so good.
Yeah, he's bright. He certainly is bright, and obviously you can see how much he has to his game. You don't necessarily get time in football these days, and even more so at Chelsea. Yeah, you're not wrong. Obviously, we are a result-based club, and as you can see, previous years we don't really stick around with too much negativity and bad results. So yeah, unfortunately, I think as Chelsea fans, we are spoiled for the fact that we won't sacrifice our trophies and our time and campaigns in Europe and stuff for bad seasons. But right now, it looks like we might have to sacrifice a little bit more than we would like. Hello, Nina. I think we will play good on Brentford matches. Tottenham will not stay back. Even if they score, we'll have a chance to win. Yeah, I agree with you. I think Tottenham aren't going to play the low block football, which we struggle against. They will give us a game, but, they've obviously up front, final third, they can capitalise. We haven't been able to do so, but I just hope that atmosphere and things like that just add to tomorrow's game, because we will create an atmosphere, won't we, Charlie? Me and Charlie are both going, by the way, guys.
Away fans are always better. It's the way support's always better, just because
so true.
I don't want to say it's the people that want to be there, but you get what I mean. It's kind of more of the hardcore fans rather than the tourists and the casuals. So yeah, there'll be a decent atmosphere. It's a massive game, and we just got to hope that the players can respond to that. Ultimately, otherwise Chelsea, it could be a depressing day.
What do you think about this? Chelsea will win the Premier League within 3 years. Is that doable? Yes or no?
Doable, yes, but whether it actually happens is another question. It's absolutely.
Well, if it's doable, surely.
Well, no, it's just because something's doable doesn't mean it's doable for me to,
So yeah,
go and play for Chelsea. It's doable. Is it going to happen? Absolutely fucking not.
Is it doable?
Well, it's doable. Yeah, it's not impossible. Well, it would be doable. Potentially, but look, it's definitely
Todd Bowley signing Charlie Patrick.
Yeah, who knows?
Number 24.
I think it's possible. I think it's possible, but again, 3 years, so much can change. You just don't know what the landscape's going to be like. Is it possible? Absolutely, but it's so hard to predict whether that will happen or not.
Yeah, no, true. We've been very lethal in sacking managers in the past, and I understand the fans want to stick with Poch. Yeah, of course. I mean, we're supposed to leave that old regime in the past of sacking, chopping, changing managers every single week for the fun of it. As we have seen, it's not gotten us anywhere in terms of long-term based sort of success and winning and contending for the title. So we need to undo it. We need to sort of let Poch maybe be our Arteta, our Klopp, our Guardiola, because what else is there to do? There isn't any point of sacking Poch, and frankly, if anyone is Poch out, who comes in to save us? The fairy godmother? It's just, there isn't a person like that. People don't stop and think for 2 seconds. Every time a manager is sacked, all the bonds, relationship, and trust is reset to zero with the new one. It's complete upheaval. Yes, spot on with that. Again, like I said, it's not all about just the manager coming in, clicking his fingers and making everything okay. Poch has made it very clear to us that he's been getting to know players on a personal level. He's been spending time with them. We've seen players like Mudryk, for example. If you want to take individual examples, players like Mudryk come out their shell since Poch has arrived, and things sort of look a little bit brighter. You know, Noni Madueke as well has come out and said that Poch spends a lot of time with them and on and off the pitch as well. And these are little things that managers do when they spend time with players at a club. You know, it's not just coming in and, okay, everyone play well, train well. It's about building relationships with staff, with, club members and all of that stuff. So I agree with that. Oh, I see Potter's name here. What's this one? The flip side is if Potter had stayed, the Chelsea team would be further on in their development. Poch needs to stay, otherwise it's back to square one. Mate, I'm all about giving time to the manager, but I just think Potter just wasn't the manager for us. So I think that's where you're wrong there, in my opinion.
Yeah, it was a bit of a disaster, wasn't it? But but the other point is valid. Like we already had to start again. Like you don't want to be starting again for the third time in 18 months. That's just an absolute shambles, and it's not going to get you anywhere. Every time you start again, you regress, basically.
Yeah, no, it's true. Guardiola and others had time. If you keep sacking managers, you won't get anything. Yeah, exactly. There you go. I mean, Arteta finished 8th in his first season at Arsenal. Then he finished 5th? Was it? It was still outside.
They have 2 8s, then a 5th, and
was
a
it
second.
2 8s, 2 8s, and then a 5? I don't know, something like that.
Something like that.
Is it too far-fetched to say the fans need to do better to create a better, intimidating atmosphere? Yeah, no, absolutely.
It's spot on.
It's not. It's spot on. I think, like I said, like me and Charlie, like we're both match day going fans, and we see how poor it has become. And
you go to Dortmund
sometimes,
last season, by the way, the second leg. Did you go to Dortmund the second leg last season
at home?
Yeah,
that was incredible.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not saying it has to be like on that level, but the fans can make a good atmosphere at Stamford Bridge, and it absolutely makes a difference. So why on a week-to-week basis is it so shit?
The bridge is a library. It is. And we get away fans coming to our ground singing that. Is this a library? And you sit there and you have nothing to respond. Like, we literally reinforce their point. I can hear myself. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Because I can hear an echo. I hate it. I can hear myself.
Yeah, that's not great, is it?
No. Hope it goes away. If Forest can beat Villa, Chelsea can beat Spurs.
Well, it doesn't work like that.
We lost to Forest, so...
Yeah, we did, actually. Yeah, that was a shit game.
That was an awful game. Graham asks, would you start Thiago tomorrow? And if so, who starts beside him? Absolutely start Thiago Silva. No if, buts, or maybes, in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree. And I put Colwell beside him.
Colwell, yeah, I hear that. I think Colwell, again, another player that has done his part this season, deserves to be there. I love Badiashile, and honestly, I can't stress enough how much I miss him. But he's not ready to return in a game of this much magnitude. Blackburn was different. I think Tottenham is too big of a game for him to make his return in the Prem. So, no. And then, obviously, who else? Disasi, right?
I mean, the only thing, like, obviously, I think it should be Colwell and Silva. If it's not, then I would still expect Colwell to play. So I suspect that he might drop Cucurella and go Colwell left back, Disasi in the middle if he wants to play Disasi. But I think he's not
going to drop Cucurella. I don't think.
Well, someone's got to miss out, haven't they? I think it probably will be Disasi missing out.
Yeah, I think so too. Because I don't think he's not dropping Cucurella. He's seen how well he's coped with, particularly the Arsenal game, and obviously Cucurella is someone that's playing with a point to prove as well this season. I think we just need that sort of fiery passion there, and I think he starts. I fear the toxicity. I fear the toxicity if we lose tomorrow. Look, I think what we need to accept is that we are in no means going into this game saying, yeah, we're going to lose. I want to stray away from that mentality. Yeah, I'm not going into this game saying Chelsea has no chance. I'm just saying that it is possible to lose to a team that's been unbeaten, top of the league right now, and
It's
is
possible to
scoring
lose
goals.
to anyone.
Yeah, no, I know, but it's because we went into the Arsenal game with the mentality of, oh, can we beat Arsenal? I don't want to think that way. I don't want to think, oh, can we beat Tottenham? We've been beating Tottenham, for fun in the last years. Obviously, we lost 2-0 to them away last year. Obviously, we had that draw beforehand, and we need to reclaim those winning ways at Spurs. So I don't want to go into these games thinking, can we beat them? I want to go into these games saying, yes, we do have a chance. However, you also do at the end of the day have that chance that, considering form and how things have gone, that it might not go our way. But if we put out a performance there, if we do score and capitalize on our chances, if we put out a game, then there will be positives to take, if that makes sense.
Yeah, no, we absolutely can do it. But again, it's going to have to rely on a lot of things to go. We're going to have to be almost perfect, and we're going to have to rely on Spurs to be a little bit off like Arsenal were and not make individual mistakes. We can absolutely do it. But I'd also say, yeah, I know it's Tottenham, but like, I don't want to say there'd be no shame in losing. But do you know what I mean? Like, would it be a surprise if we lost this game? It wouldn't.
No.
Like, I don't know why people would be shocked if we lost this game. As Chelsea fans, why would you be shocked if we lost this? Do we want? Absolutely, we're good enough to win. Absolutely, we can, and it would be really shit to lose, sure. But would it really be a surprise if we lost tomorrow? Like, would any Chelsea fan come out that stadium or wherever they are and think, shit, how did that happen? Like, it wouldn't be a surprise if we lost tomorrow. It wouldn't be.
Yeah, no, it's true. The problem is once we get into the final third, we also have problems generating meaningful and dangerous attacking situations close to the box. Yeah, look, that is always our problem. We keep recycling attacks as well when we sort of get to the wings and, we can't cut in and we have to turn our backs and it just becomes this whole repetitive cycle. So I agree that that's our problem. Sorry, Jonathan, I didn't mean to skip your comment. We've had one win in our last 21 Premier League matches after conceding the first goal. Yeah, I mean, that doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, a lot of those are going to be last season, though. And last season, it was literally game over after going one goal down. So, but even this season, in a lot of games, it has been game over after going a goal down. So, I think we are slowly changing that a little bit. Obviously, the Burnley game was big in terms of not because of it was Burnley, but because just proving that we can come from behind and win. So, yeah, look, obviously we went a goal down. It's not ideal, but I don't think it's curtains. It's like we would still have to score anyway, even if we wanted to win. So it doesn't really change anything.
Yeah, no, you're right, Charlie. We should be bringing drums to the next game at the bridge.
No, because I don't want to. There's someone with a drum at Bournemouth, and all you get is who's the wanker with the drum chant at you. So I don't want to be that. I don't want to be that guy.
I'd happily do that. See, guys, I don't have a problem starting chants, but my voice isn't particularly that loud.
Have you ever started a zigzagger chant?
No, I've never started a zig. Do you know who does though? Ben always starts the zigzagger chants in Matthew. Ben. As
in who? Oh, what? Ben is in like the one that's boxing.
Yeah, Ben. Okay, boxing Ben. If that's how you remember
him.
Well,
sorry.
Him. He always starts it.
Alex does quite a few of them as well.
Could you imagine me starting the zigzagger chant? Do you know what? I will do it. Man City at home. I will do it. I promise.
Do it Spurs away tomorrow.
I will film myself doing it, guys.
Do it tomorrow.
What? Tottenham? Do you know what? Yeah, go for it. I'm going to video myself.
I'm not sure I've got that in me to do it.
Oh, I will. Anything to lift the atmosphere. When Thiago leaves, who would your central defensive pairing be? The Sassy Colwell, Badiashile, or Fofana? Oh, we've got 41 people watching, guys. If you haven't liked this video, like this video. Thank you so much. Who would our central pairing be? Obviously, when that sad day comes where Thiago Silva leaves Chelsea, we will have this choice to make. And it's not necessarily a bad one because we know that Thiago Silva isn't going to be here forever. And we have brought in and recruited this talent. We fought Colwell for a reason to get him back, bring him back after a very successful loan spell at Brighton. Badiashile, like I said, for me was one of the brightest sparks last season. He came halfway through the season, and I could say he was top 3 best players last season easily. Disasi, another sort of young, talented player, which I haven't seen too much of, and I won't place sort of at the same level because for me, he's been great. He's been very solid. Don't get me wrong, but he also, like, his inexperience does sort of come through at times where he does make a wrong pass and he does give the ball away. But obviously that will get better. He's physical though, he's solid, and I like his passion. And then you've obviously got Fofana, who's been injured. How long has he been injured now for? He hasn't played this season, has he?
No, he was injured before the season started.
Yeah, so he's been out for ages, and I think we sort of didn't he get injured again last season, like halfway through as well?
Yeah, he had a couple of injuries last season, and obviously then this.
Yeah, so how can we?
I think Colwell and Badiashile is probably going to be our best partnership moving forward.
Yeah,
although I think Fofana is so very, very talented. I'm a huge fan of his, but you don't know what he's going to be like when he eventually gets back playing again. It's going to take a long time for him to sort of build himself back up and get into the conversation. But yeah, I think Colwell and Badiashile is probably the best one moving forward.
Yeah, no, I agree. I'd be surprised if Cucurella and James started together, considering Poch has preferred playing either Disasi or Colwell at right, left, fullback in most matches.
Only because James not been available.
Yeah, that's right. And also, because Cucurella hasn't been playing, right? Like, Cucurella didn't start this season, so like the start of this season. So he sort of came in like halfway through when obviously the absence and the suspension of Malagusto caused us to not have a right back. And obviously something good came from that. I guess everything happens for a reason. Otherwise, I don't think we would have seen.
Cucurella's playing well, isn't it? Because of that.
Yeah.
But if
exactly.
Giusto doesn't get a red card, probably don't see Cucurella. Yeah,
exactly. That's what I'm saying. And we wouldn't even be speaking about Cucurella starting. But yeah, no, I think it'd be interesting. But in terms of like solid fullbacks, I think we do kind of need to go for them too. Can't believe I'm calling Cucurella a solid fullback right now. But
no, he is. He's doing really well.
He's doing really well. The reason I think Chelsea will win the league in 3 years is because the young players will be unstoppable. Yeah, mate. I mean, I think that's what it's all about. That's the idea, really. We need to start contending for the title one day again. So, yeah, that's the idea. We never had a manager that lasts 3 more seasons at Chelsea, not even under Roman either. Yeah, I mean, that was a big fault of ours, wasn't it? Even like towards the end, that it was just continuously chopping and changing. That is what we're trying to stray away from, guys. Yeah. Big up Nina and Charlie. Thank you. Big up for the love. Thank you so much for watching. I can't say Poch is miles better than Potter tactically. Potter took over a complete mess and was doomed from the start. I could argue that Poch took over a mess. Yeah, you can say that maybe
Potter was like, if you look back at it now, I supported him and backed him until it was.
I supported and backed him until Southampton.
Until it was literally almost impossible.
Yeah,
I think like in hindsight's great in that, but I think we just set him up to fail. Like by putting him in there into that mess, he was never going to be a success. I know it's easy to say that now, but you look back at it, and I think that was the case. That was just never going to work.
No, I know. The thing is, like, Potter just didn't have an idea. Like, Potter, with Poch, what I like is the fact that there isn't this like crazy chopping and changing of a lineup. Potter literally had a different lineup every single bloody game, and nothing ever made sense. There was no.
What's mad is though, like first 9 games we were unbeaten.
Yeah, but come on, Okay, I'm not going to discredit us, but we didn't play good teams in that run, really.
We beat AC Milan twice.
Okay, yeah, that's the only decent team. Apart from that, in the Premier League, we had a very easy run, I'd argue.
To be fair, though, like, once we got hammered 4-1 by Brighton, we just basically never recovered from that.
Yeah, exactly. And there you go. Obviously, Brighton were in great form then, so it was just peak on us that it worked out that way. I was there at Dortmund at the Bridge last season. It was unbelievable. Best atmosphere I've witnessed. It was such a good atmosphere, guys, that we believed that we would win the Champions League. Like, do you know what I mean? It was so good that we were literally talking about bloody... Where was the Champions League final again?
Porto.
No, not ours. This season's.
Oh, well, the one just gone. Oh, I think it was the Madrid. Who won the Champions League last? Was it Madrid that won it?
No, Man City.
Oh, it's Man City.
Now.
I was in Istanbul. Yeah, Man City against Inter. Yeah, fucking hell. I don't know.
Istanbul, yeah, okay. So in Istanbul, like we were talking about getting tickets, booking the holidays, booking the flights and everything. Yeah, mate, honestly, the atmosphere was incredible. Do you remember we said, like, let's go to this game? Like, hope had been so strict from Chelsea before that game. But we said, do you know what? Let's just go there. Everyone meet up at like 3 hours before kickoff. Everyone had, their flags out. Everyone like gathered round in front of the Butcher's Arms, and we all just said, let's just, big up the atmosphere. It is a Champions League game. We don't know if our Champions League days are going to be counted because nobody really believes we'd beat Dortmund in that game, really. And then what? Look what happened. And the atmosphere played such a big part in that. So you are so right on that. So right. Right. This is a bit of a paragraph. Once we do get into the final thirds, we have problems generating meaningful and dangerous attacking situations close to the box, as evident week in, week out. Yeah, honestly, that's just the thing. Like, even last season, we had so many players just doing like pretty little things outside the box, little flicks and tricks, and then sort of dashing in a pass that wasn't going to anyone. And you do see a little bit of that this season too, but we do see shots as well. But it's just either wide, above the goal, in the keeper's arms, and it's just never in the back of the net. So really, it does look like there's more happening, but you're right in saying that the final third just still looks a little bit clueless at times.
The team's not like they still don't know each other that well. I know it's not really an excuse, but they are still getting to know each other, still developing those relationships and those link ups and whatnot. So it is going to take a little bit of time. Like, I don't think we look anywhere near as clueless in the final third as we have done over the last 12 months or so. It is getting better. I think what we're missing now, at least now, we're creating a lot of opportunities. That wasn't happening last season. So now we're just missing, and it's a big part. We're just missing the most important part, which is putting it in the net on a regular basis. But like, it has improved. At least we're creating a lot of chances now.
Yeah, true. I have sympathy for Poch when not having a fully fit squad. We are injury hit team. Yeah, but I think there just does come a time where you can't always blame the injuries. And I like to believe that we have enough quality, bar the injuries. I know Nkunku was a big game player, and him sort of, absent in our squad was a big thing. But at the end of the day, we still do have other players. We didn't spend $1 billion on Nkunku. And obviously, yeah, Reece James was out, another sort of key player, but we still have had enough quality to be able to get sort of performances and points and to get more than we have out these games, So I hear you on that, but I also don't think injuries have played that big of a sort of miss for us. Do you agree?
No, look, I think, like, obviously it's never ideal when you're missing the amount of players we've missed and the quality and the caliber of the players that have been missing. We've not just been missing a few players, we've been missing a lot of players, and there's been a lot of those players in the first team as well. So it's not like we haven't had Reece James since the first game of the season. He's just come back. We've not had Nkunku, our main man, as it were. We haven't. Ben Chilwell's been out for a large part of the season. Chukwuemeka's been missing, who started well. There's a lot. We haven't even seen Lavia kick a ball for us. So look, it is valid, but at the same time, like, the quality we've had out on the pitch and the games we've not won has been more than enough to beat those oppositions. So it's not an excuse in terms of that's why we lost and the team on the pitch wasn't good enough. But it is a legitimate sort of point that we've not been able to field our best team, or in theory our best team, once this season because of the players that have been missing.
Yeah, no, that is a fair point to make. Okay, question. Back 3 or back 4 tomorrow? It's going to be a back 4.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes in attack it goes into a 3, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does change throughout the game.
It's a 4. It's set up as a 4.
Yeah, it's set up as a 4. No, yeah, moving forward though, it does change, and sometimes with substitutions as well, it does change. We've got Father in the house. Hello, you gorgeous people.
Here.
Big love to you, my friend. Istanbul, yeah, here are people reminding us because we did not know. Nina, are you on the hellscape, formerly known as Twitter? I still call it Twitter. For me, it's Twitter, not X. I still call it Twitter, but yes, I am. If you top, why did I say bottom left and point to the top? Just at the top left, my name is there. What? I can't speak anymore. It's been quite a while. We'll wrap this up soon. Man City 1-0 Inter Milan. Yeah, forget that final. What's your starting lineup for tomorrow, Nina? Charlie just gave a solid potential lineup on his stream. Did you know?
What can I say?
You know?
Well, I mean, I didn't say it.
My lineup. So I'd go Reece James.
What about the goalkeeper?
No, I feel like it goes without saying. It's not going to be Petrovic, is it? Imagine with Poch then. Obviously, Sanchez in goal. For me, look, guys, if anyone's ever seen anything I've ever said about Sanchez, I still don't fully trust him. So he still has some proving to do for me. But Sanchez in goal, Reece James as our solid right back, obviously captain on the pitch. I'd go Thiago Silva and Colwill paired in the centre back role. I'd go Cucurella as a left back. God, I did not think I'd be saying that. And then obviously just the usual suspects. I'd go Enzo, Caicedo, and Galadog. I love that. And then see, this is where it gets interesting. Is Mudryk available, by the way? Is he fit?
Yeah, he's back. He's been training. He's fit.
Perfect. I think Mudryk, the fact that he's been, going off the back of some really good, solid performances, he needs game time to get better. And these are the games he needs to play to get that improvement. Obviously, what better of a game than Spurs, where we need pace, we need threat, we need creativity. I think start Mudryk. And then, of course, that means... See, this is the thing. Obviously, Palmer starts as well. And then that means I either have to drop Sterling or Jackson, which is quite mental because Jackson for me will start, but I don't see him dropping Sterling for a game.
Jackson, I'd be shocked if Jackson started. Given how well the system worked against Arsenal, and Spurs are a similar level of opposition and kind of have the same level of threat in terms of like your Maddisons and your Sons, etc. How we nullified Odegaard with that system, we need to deploy that again to nullify Maddison. If you cut off Maddison, you stop a lot of good things that Spurs are doing. So for me, we set out the blueprint against Arsenal. This is another big game. There's no reason for us to not play the same system and the same personnel.
I get that. But also, if we start dropping Jackson, I feel like that just like strips his whole confidence.
But it's not dropping him. It's very much like,
dropping him.
No, it's not. It's not dropping him per se. It's rotating him because this system suits this game better.
Fair enough. So would you play Palmer as a false nine and play Sterling?
Yeah, exactly the same as what we did against Arsenal.
Fair enough. Could be interesting. But then I just don't imagine a game where Sterling is dropped for Spurs. Ain't no way.
No, I don't think he will be.
But anyways, is my lineup better than Charlie's? Let me know.
Well, it's the same
lineup you played?
Well,
is that the same lineup?
Are you playing Jackson?
With all no.
Oh, so now you're not playing Jackson. So after giving it all that, we can't drop him. Oh, it's his confidence.
No, you've persuaded me.
Actually, I'm not playing him.
But the thing is, like, Pochettino's been banging on about trusting Jackson, letting him play, like the fans backing him.
He might play.
Everyone will forget about him if he doesn't play against Tottenham as well. Do you know what I'm saying? Will you drop him against City as well then? Because once you start doing that, that's it. Jackson's gone from the lineup, and then you might as well sell him.
He could be a good option from the bench. But no, I think
not good off the bench though. Like against Arsenal when he came off the bench, he was rubbish. Sorry, I didn't mean to say that. Love you, Jackson.
He was crap.
Potter. What happened to backing our youngsters, Charlie?
No, I am. I support the youngsters, but at the same time, I'm not just going to say he wasn't crap because he was.
Okay, sure. Potter never gave Aubameyang a chance. Either if it was up to me, I would play him, but that's life.
Aubameyang was finished. He was finished.
Aubameyang, I just don't think he ever had a future. Although he's bashing in goals now, isn't he? Of course he is. Chelsea. I reckon Spurs win. Don't need that negativity. Also, Luca, are you not backing us to win tomorrow, mate? You're an Arsenal fan. You should be supporting us. Drew says, do you reckon Maddison will score 1 or 2?
Hopefully
I reckon, but I don't want him to.
I reckon he probably does score, but hopefully none.
Oh, do you know what? I can already hear the comments of, yeah, this is why we should have bought Madison in summer if he does
Yeah,
score against
it'll
us.
be so annoying.
And yeah, it's just going to haunt us. I'd rather him not, but very, very possible. It would just be so typical, wouldn't it? Typical Chelsea might turn up, but old Chelsea can they affect Spurs again? Chelsea always affects Spurs. That's the thing, and I've seen a lot of Spurs fans be quite skeptical about this game. Surely, mate, if you're charging for the title, or at
But
least
Spurs can't be
challenging,
confident having been unbeaten start to the season and top of the league. When can
yeah,
they
but
ever be confident
still,
about going into a Chelsea game?
yeah, but everyone wants to play Chelsea now, isn't it? So
But I
I
think
don't
in a
know.
derby game, though, like I don't think form doesn't really count for anything. It's just who's more up for it on the day.
Yeah, no, you're not wrong. Hi Nina. If there are a few teams that can stop this Tottenham side, one of them is Chelsea. Well, there you go. Just proves our point now because of the historical factor. Yeah, Roberto, I think you're right on that because obviously there is a little extra fire and passion in that London derby. The history, I think, plays a big game. I think the atmosphere plays a big game. So if you put these factors in as well as the football, I think there is a lot more to the game than meets the eye. I think we can actually get something out of this game. I'm growing more confident as this live stream progresses. This is more like persuade me that we can win.
Well, we
Who
can win,
knows?
but whether we do win is another question.
Back four, obviously, no brainer. Yeah. Son Madison, I can never pronounce his name.
What, Kulusevski?
It's so hard to pronounce.
Go on, try again.
Kuluevsky.
No,
Kuluevsky?
it's just spelt wrong there. It's Kulusevski.
No, but still, I can't pronounce it anyway.
Just try again.
Kulusevsky.
Just try again.
Kulusevsky.
No. Kulu.
Oh, Kulu. Svevsky.
Kulusevski.
Oh, I don't like it. Anyways,
Why don't you call him Dejan? Can you say that?
Deja are the ones that our defenders need to watch out for tomorrow. Yeah, definitely. And I think obviously Sonny, like we've been banging on about Madison, but Sonny is equally capable of.
Are you mates, are you? Sonny? You and Sonny mates?
Sonny.
Yeah?
No, I just look, forget the fact that he's a Tottenham player.
Sonny,
I love Son. No, I think he's a great, Son is a great baller.
No, he's good. He is good.
He's incredible, and I just think that he is one to look out for. Very dangerous. But like I said, that's why we need players like Thiago Silva in our back line, because we need his experience to read those passages, shut them down, and just read the game very well. Some of our youngsters obviously aren't ready to read the game as well as Thiago Silva will. So obviously no conversations there. It's going to be tricky. They have a lot of pace going forward as well, so that is also hard to deal with. If Jackson can play shit and still get played, Sterling will have his future secured. You have to start informed players. Yeah. Proves my point.
No, how does that prove your point when you were?
The fact that I'm saying that Jackson should be starting, because then where does he get his confidence from? How does he improve?
Yeah, well, we can't just be handing out sympathy minutes. Like, you have to earn them.
Okay, let me ask you this then. Why did we put so much faith into Jackson as our number one striker?
Well, no, that was never the plan. He was like, fine, sign him as the. No. Can you? All right. Can you honestly tell me, right, that the plan was to sign someone that's played 46 games for Villarreal to lead the line for Chelsea and be the main man this season?
Nobody. Let me tell you this, nobody was saying anything after we saw what he was like in pre-season, mate. Remember, people didn't want Vlahovic coming in because everyone was I didn't want
Vlahovic anyway, because I don't think he was the right guy.
Yeah, but that's not the point. The point is that we didn't want to even go in for other strikers that were still on the market. Like, we're not talking about the Osimhen's and stuff.
There wasn't a suitable option to go for.
Okay, but that's also not quite right. We still could have assessed our striker options a little bit better if we really wanted to go in for an actual striker.
I think the Nkunku injuries has been obviously a massive blow, because I think he would have played quite a lot at number 9.
Yeah, but still, he wasn't an outward striker. We didn't buy him to be an outward striker.
I know we didn't, but what I'm saying is the plan was never to sign Jackson as the first choice centre forward.
Okay, yeah, but then nobody was saying anything when he was balling out and scoring goals in pre-season.
People got carried away.
Yeah, exactly. No. Yeah, I know. But anyways, exactly the same lineup prediction. See, we're so good at this. To be
fair, I had to convince you to change.
Well, okay, fine. Yeah, have it your way. As I said, there is a reason why Jackson was on his way to Bournemouth. Was he on his way to Bournemouth?
Yeah, no, he was going to join Bournemouth in January. but they didn't sign him because he was going to be out for longer than they thought with a hamstring issue, so they didn't sign him.
Oh my God, this is news to me. I didn't know he was
Didn't
going
you
for
not know that?
No.
No. Where have you been?
No. I don't know. Under a rock, obviously. As someone who is also called Luca, I am ashamed to share the name. Is there some beef going on here in the comments that I'm not aware of, guys? Good vibes only. Sad to hear Emma Hayes is leaving the Blues. You know what? I'm so glad you brought this up.
Did you hear about that?
Oh, yeah. Oh, shush. I'm glad you bring this up because Emma Hayes deserves her own segment. She's an absolute legend of a manager. And I mean, it's obviously so typical we had to win 6-0 and then hear this heartbreaking news of the fact that she's leaving at the end of the season. And selfish me wants her to stay forever, but also
she's been here for like 8 years,
hasn't she? Yeah, and she's like, yeah, no, I think it might be more than that. Anyways.
It's a long time.
Long time, yeah. The fact that she's bossed the WSL for this long, I can only obviously understand that she wants to move on, go for another challenge. So, you know, fair enough, but she's going to go down as the greats, like one of the greats, no doubt about that. Hello, Dylan. Thank you so much for joining us. How are you doing? Great show, you two. Thank you so much. We do try. If Aubameyang was finished when he was at Chelsea, then Havertz was deceased. Well, yeah.
No, yeah, maybe.
Maybe nobody. No, I didn't say that. Yeah, no. Look, obviously Havertz, like them two are different like situations, but yeah, Havertz certainly was something along those lines. Minerals is claiming Emma Hayes was forced out by the clowns. Apparently, not really any evidence of this mine. Surely this is not the 2.0, is it?
More. No, it's not been forced out. She's gone to manage. She's going to manage the US women's team.
Yeah. No, I know. Obviously, like I said, she has all the right in the world to want to move on and try something new after being so successful at Chelsea. So nobody's going to stop her. What? Why are you laughing?
What you've brought up on the screen.
I didn't even read it. Nina, Sonny, and Madders go for We do. Oh, me and
yeah,
Sonny,
yeah. You, Sonny, and Madders, yeah.
We go way back, yeah. We actually missed out on pub night on Friday though. They were like, "Sorry."
If you're such good mates with Madders, why didn't you get him to come here?
I did, but we don't agree on everything, you know. He just didn't want to. Sonny was convincing him otherwise, so I lost that fight. Yeah, it was 2v1. I'll never forget way back. I wanted us to sign a South Korean who was balling out for Leverkusen, but instead we signed Andre Bloody Schürrle. Well, thanks, Mourinho. Wow, someone's living in the past here. Someone's really deeping their thoughts.
He wasn't terrible, but yeah, obviously Son would have been in theory a much better signing.
Obviously, in hindsight, yeah, obviously Sonny, my mate Sonny would have been a better signing.
If he scores tomorrow, you're gonna be celebrating.
No, come on. Don't you say that. I don't want to be associated with that now. Don't take it too far, okay? My prediction for tomorrow is 3-1 to Chelsea. I love that. It's a very bold and very positive prediction.
Oh, it is bold, that.
Yeah, let's hope that. Right, let's get through some more comments and then we'll wrap up because, wow, it's been like an hour already, guys. Thank you so much for everyone who's still in the house. Obviously, like this video if you haven't done so already, guys. Really, really appreciate the fact that you guys are here and watching. Jackson will improve when Nkunku is fit, but who do you leave out of this team when Nkunku is fit? See, that is a very interesting question.
Gallagher will disappear, unfortunately.
You think so? What? The star boy of Pochettino? I'm sure that like Pochettino probably is going to say he doesn't have favourites, but Gallagher is clear as day that he is his favourite.
Well, I think Gallagher eventually will miss out. I don't think he's doing very well, but I don't think he's gonna.
Thank you, Michael. I really appreciate that.
Yeah. Do you want to give yourself a little pat on the back?
Yeah, go me. Chelsea for life.
What was I saying?
I don't know. Emma Hayes. Yes, I love this. It's an Emma Hayes fan page in the comments. And you know what? Yeah, Emma Hayes could do a banging job at the men's team, I reckon.
2012.
Chelsea. Oh, she joined. Yeah, she did join in 2012. That is
like 11 years.
I mean, if she joined in 2012, she was always going to be destined for greatness, wasn't she? Yeah, not too bad, thank you. How are you feeling for tomorrow? Can't lie, not confident. Yeah, Dylan, I don't blame you, mate, but also I think I've talked myself into being a little bit more positive. I don't know.
Optimistic, I reckon.
Yeah. If Jackson keeps on his feet, he will come good. He's talented and skillful. Yeah, no, nobody's saying that he's not talented and skillful, but we just think that he is struggling a little bit, which is normal. You know, you've only come off the back of a good half season in La Liga. Premier League is a whole nother different level. And frankly, yeah, it's quite a big job to ease into. She is. Emma will always be a blue no matter where she heads. Yeah, you're not wrong. Mo predicts 2-1 Chelsea. Yeah, guys, get your score predictions in as we wrap up this video. Let's see how you guys are all feeling. 1-0 Chelsea. Cool. We've got 2 wins already here. We all got carried away about Nicholas Jackson in pre-season, even me. Look, Michael, you're not the only one, mate. Everyone was carried away.
It was me as well. I certainly did.
Yeah. Who was it? Jackson's going to be the best Premier League striker this season.
No, I wasn't going that far.
If Jackson starts, call the game off. See, look, it pains me. People already have this attitude about him. I get that he's been rough, like he's had a rough patch last few games, and you know he's lost his head a little bit. He is someone that kind of does gain confidence from good games, and when he doesn't play well, you see it in his face. When he walks off the pitch, you can see the disappointment and the frustration in his eyes. So he definitely is someone that thrives off good games, but he's going to have to deal with some bad moments as well. Who's going to be coming in to manage the Chelsea's women's team?
No idea.
No idea, mate, and it's not going to be anyone as good as Emma. Do you think we could already have our world-class striker in our squad in Kunku?
No, I don't think so.
Oh no, he's not a striker. Graham says 2-2. Another 2-2. Interesting. 0-3 Chelsea, Gallagher, Palmer, and Silva goals.
Well, I mean, 3-0 would be unbelievable.
3-0, and we would be, wow, maybe I will have to bring the drums if it's going to be 3-0. Seriously. Whoa, we have Jackson 5 goals. Wow, that's.
Could you imagine that?
2-1 Chelsea, let's go. 2-1 Chelsea, Palmer and Enzo. Oh, Palmer and Enzo. Unless Enzo... I can't... I love Enzo, but he's not very good at shooting, is he?
Yeah, shooting's been poor.
Okay, that's a great prediction. Drogba wasn't great when he first joined Chelsea. Well...
But he did have a lot more experience, though.
And he also was a number 15. Graham, you might be onto something.
I'm not saying Jackson's not going to come good and he won't be good for us, but right now he's struggling and we shouldn't be in this position.
Yeah, right, cool. And last one before we round this out. Poch said in a post-match interview the other day that he thinks Jackson can become one of the great Premier League strikers. I can't imagine that he'd say it if he doesn't believe it. Well, you make a good point. And like I said, I think Poch believes in Jackson a lot more than fans do. He sees a lot more than we do anyway, you know, in training and off the pitch and in the dressing room. So there must be something in him that Poch does trust. So therefore, we trust the manager. We got to trust his decisions as well. But
I don't not like Jackson, by the way. I'm just saying.
No, I know. But you also don't trust him completely, do you?
Well, no, because there's not been a big enough body of evidence to suggest that he deserves to be fully trusted.
Yeah, well. Thank you very much, guys, though, for everyone. Take care, guys. Great dynamic duo. We're a dynamic duo, Charlie.
I might come back on again if you're lucky.
Yeah, well, if you get an invite. But there's been like a solid 36 people that have been in here. So I really, really appreciate every single one of you guys, everyone that's commented. And again, guys, like this video if you haven't done so. Just give it a thumbs up. Really helps me out. Thank you so much for tuning in tonight. Obviously, big game tomorrow. Spurs will be back after with a match review for that. We're both going. I'm super excited. Whatever happens, yeah, I'll bring the drums, and then hopefully it's a positive tune that we get out of that game. But yeah, either way, back the Blues.
Is that some sort of music-based pun to do with drums and positive tune?
No, it wasn't.
Oh, it just turned out like that.
Yeah, just because I'm just crafty with my words.
So creative.
I am so creative. But yeah, anyways, guys, subscribe to my channel, and also, Charlie, let people know where they can find your channel.
Oh yeah, yes, yeah. You can find what I'm doing over on Blue Brother CFC, and so if you want to help me get to 7,000 subscribers, about 300 away still. So yeah, it is needed. So yeah, guys, if you're not subscribed to my channel, make sure you do. Blue Brother CFC, and you can also catch me over on Chelsea Fan TV and various other places on the internet.
Well, okay,
Oh,
everywhere on the
you can follow me on
internet.
Twitter as well if you want. I don't want to. I
Yeah,
don't want to plug everything. So that's just long. Just
go
so
for it.
if
Sell
you're gonna,
yourself.
yeah. So you can follow me on Twitter at CharliePatrick0. But yeah, most important thing is if you could subscribe to my channel. That would be great.
Yeah.
So yeah, please do that, guys.
Thank you so much, guys, for watching. I hope you all have a good evening and enjoy tomorrow's game. And I will see you soon. Thank you so much.